new airbags. Airbags. CityPack Pro opens up clamshell. The CityPack 2 is like a 3/4 zip. We also have the SLING 3 and the Slim Pouch 2. Now, let's look at this Pro, CityPack Pro 2 first. One of the things that I just want you to see is you're gonna see this performance stretch mesh in a bunch of different places on all of these bags, here on the Sling, here in the Slim Pouch, and then possibly my favorite spot is right here on the CityPack 2. This is not the Pro, but this flip over performance mesh, all right? I saw this kind of stuff going on in Evergood's bags a while back and just knew like this is the future. This feels so good, okay? This admin panel, for example, what are you gonna put in here? You're gonna put your battery in here? You're gonna put some business cards or little dongles, cables folded up or something like this? I'm super curious. In the comments below, would you just tell me what kind of things do you like to put segmented out in little pockets for your dongles like this? These admin pockets kind of define an Air bag. You have your main compartment, which in the CityPack, this is not the Pro, again, this is 3/4 zip. A little bit on this side, all the way down on this side. Laptop is in the main compartment. On the Pro, for example, you have a big clamshell opening, all your capacity right here. These bags are kind of squishing together, but they have quite a bit of capacity, and then your laptop is on the back here. Mix of everything that you're used to with Air, with subtle and I would say very stylish, very nice upgrades. For instance, our zip pulls here, this Hypalon with a very nice little laser engraved Air design. This doesn't make a lot of noise. And it has a tackiness. It's like a nice little, you don't need it. It's like very subtly textured, but it just feels kind of like silicone. These little Hypalon style zip pulls, right? Or tabs rather, right here, where you're gonna feel on the main compartment of the bag as well. Every time you're gonna zip something, just about, there's a little pull right here, which is nice to have. These straps in this back panel looks exactly like you're used to with Air, and this goes the same for both of these backpacks. But it feels slightly upgraded in your structure here. Like, just a little bit more. These are great. These straps are great. This Air is one of the top selling bags in the entire world for good reason. 1680D ballistic nylon on all of this stuff, right? You're used to this by now. All black, feels really good. Water bottle pockets on both sides. Okay, let's pack these bags out. Now, most important thing in the world for me is my laptop. It's gonna go right here in this nice padded laptop compartment, which is pulled up off the bottom of the bag by about an 1.5 inches. Then in that compartment itself, you do have a little bit of space that you can put some, well, let's talk about the kinds of things you can put in here, okay? Because there's two important things going on. One is this capacity right here. And then you've got this little top flap, which goes quite high up. So anything you put in here, it goes all the way down. No, it doesn't. Same as just about same as the laptop, pulled off just slightly. So if you were to put a tablet, for example, or say you had some business papers, something like the Focus course from Sean Blanc, Focus Like a Boss, right? And you were gonna get into stuff like your visions and your values. Just business papers, man. So you needed to do something like that. Let's see how that works here. Oh my God. Look at that, pulled right up off the, because if I put that down here in the compartment of this thing, it goes all the way down, and it's like I lose it. But this, perfect right there for my business papers. Wow, can you see that? Can you see that? I mean, I already feel more productive. Quick access pocket, okay? Performance stretch mesh inside. On this Pro Pack, it is smaller. This is glasses only, or AirPods only. Main compartment of the bag is the next thing, and that opens up clamshell, where we do have A little number right here and a couple little things on the beaver paddle. Again, with the performance stretch mesh here. And then this ripstop nylon / polyester, it's probably a nylon. That is your liner material, which feels great. All this feels so clean and good. They have gotten better and better and better over time, and they started out pretty damn good. The only thing I end up putting in here is my headphones. These are my Focal Bethese, link to that below, and then, you know, jacket, anything that I need over time. Lunchbox is gonna fit here. Gym shoes wrapped in a little packing cube or something like that. You can get a surprising amount in this thing. One of my favorite sizes for an everyday carry bag, right? It does not feel too big or bulky at all, but it has plenty of space for the things that I need. Then you've got your front admin pocket. Now on this one, it's just like a 3/4 or halfway, a little less than halfway actually. And then this guy down here, perfect for I need you, but I never wanna see you stuff. This has a tiny little bit of space, dimension built into it. If it was just flat, I don't think it would feel as good to get into, even though this entryway right here is just flat. But because it's wide enough, you don't get that like hand scrape thing that a lot of other bags will get. So the always need you, never wanna see you, battery. That goes in there. Wallet, I keep a wallet bag with a little bit of cash in it. My Distill Union, I just love the feel of this leather. I'll link to that and everything else I'm linking to below. Please use my links, help support the channel. Even that focus course from Sean Blanc, which is actually an amazing course for figuring out what the heck you're up to in your life. Use my link, supports the channel. Wallet goes right in here. These things are always there, but they're never in my way. That is called an upgrade for your life. You don't wanna have to be fishing through for something you need, all of this other crap that you don't need regularly. Okay, here's where the rub is for me. I like to throw my little notebooks right in here, and then I've got these two things. Both of these I need every time I get my computer. So what if we just had an on-table kind of thing, and I could maybe throw, see, I don't wanna put my AirPods in here. Close up my admin, and then this just goes into the main compartment like this. So I get to where I'm going, I pull out this and my laptop. Ideally, I love when I only have to pick up one, like open one compartment, get my laptop and the thing that I need. It's nice to have stuff in a little pouch that can just sit on the table with me. Look at this, it sits. It does pretty good, depending on what you have in there, okay? So it's slightly bigger on the bottom than it is on the top. And you can get real fiddly with all your different spots. Like this only goes down halfway, like to there, little over halfway. Cool little place to put some pens. This has some more organization inside. Throw in some, I don't know, what do you put? Some business, like mini business papers back there. Got a bunch of little dongles, little batteries, little cables, a little zip pocket that you can keep stuff sort of hidden away from. I tend to prefer, and also you got some meshies over here, I just like to have a bucket because I don't have to carry that much stuff. I have one power charger. The Anker GAN charger has 3 USB-Cs. I only have one plugged in. That charges my phone, that charges my laptop, charges my camera if I need it to, right? And then my spare hard drive. This little hooky doopy, that's the kind of thing I could get used to, just like putting this in vertical like this. I've got all this space at the top of my bag if I need to throw a jacket or something, pull this guy in and out. Nice little touches. Back panel, we've got some nice mesh, like very, like 3/4, half an inch at least, maybe even 3/4 of an inch. Air mesh, nice breathability, big old channel through the middle and a little channel right here where we have our luggage pass through with a little Velcro, which keeps it out of the way. Now Velcro to me, Velcro's like the least interesting way of doing that to me, but the most cost effective. And it just keeps this from dangling out. Little touches right here, you see this? I don't know if it's Hypalon, but some sort of like rubberized material over here. On both sides is your little attachments to things there. Then, water bottle pocket on both sides. Look at this. I've been messing with a new one. Clean Canteen makes one that fits in cup holder now, and it's like 32 ounce, which is pretty good. I find myself filling up a little too much still, 32 ounces. I kind of like to have a whole day, but this kind of thing fits decently because it's got this like larger angular thing. Anyways, I'll link to this below. Use my link if you like it. It also has a nice lid. Handle, handle, handle. And these handles feel like similar, same as they always were, but something's different. You can tell something's just a little bit different, a little bit upgraded. Tons of tasty little updates And that is sort of the story on these bags. They were already excellent. And now, little tasty. I'll tell you one thing that I love so much is that performance stretch mesh right here. Now, we also have, this is the other one. Here's the City Pack 2. Okay, this is not the Pro, this is the 2. Let's pack it out. We get our always need you, never want to see you with our battery and our wallet. This battery, by the way, is the kind that has like all the cables built into it, and then you just plug it into the wall like this. I'll link to this below. Absolutely the only one you should be using. Now, our admin panel here is bigger. It goes all the way down. You've got stretch meshes down here and up in here, you know, and a little bit of your tablet thing. This only goes down to here. So my notebooks, where I live out of, is probably gonna go in like this, and maybe I'll take this guy and just plop that right there, get a little segmentation. That's not bad. Then our quick access here in the top little business is a deeper in this one. It's bigger. You can see inside the main compartment, this goes down, whereas the Pro is wider. It's like wide and it doesn't go very deep. Perfect for glasses, keeps them up here. This, your glass is gonna be down here, or your AirPods right into there. Then main compartment doesn't clamshell, designed to be sort of like you're looking down at this thing. It's sitting next to you on the table, so you've got all your visibility right here, and this probably isn't going all the way down, so it's more of a bucket. Same thing with that. You don't have to zip them all the way down, right? So laptop into here, and while I've got you here, notice this angled detail and the padding that's inside of here is just the right amount of like density in the foam. It feels like it's not double layer, it's just one kind of foam, but they pick just the perfect kind. Business papers, man, let's see if we can get this into this little elastic guy. Oh gosh, that's tasty. Then maybe I just keep that same pouch and my headphones going in here. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Same handles everywhere, but just one water bottle pocket. Throw that in there. Everything is a little tighter on this bag, okay? This has just a little bit of extra spot inside for throwing a puffy jacket or something. So if you need more space, the City Pack Pro 2 is the one to go with. These are all the 2.0s, except for the SLING, which is actually their 3.0. Coming to that one next. Looks and feels great, right? This is the vibe. Nice, like, you know, ruck around. Feels tighter on my back. Same back panel, same mesh, same luggage pass-through, same slightly upgraded strap structure here, but like kind of the same straps as they've always had. On both of these, you've got the magnetic sternum strap here, which I'm kind of, sometimes it clips when I'm putting the bag down by itself, sometimes it clicks together, and I don't necessarily love that. You can remove these sternum straps, which on a bag like this, I might, but the way that this feels packed out right now is actually kind of got some density to it. It's got some heft. So sometimes it's nice to crank in those straps and get that sternum strap, and then you're like, you know, you're going on a walk. You're meeting someone down on the trail to do like a little walk around the lake or the river, because you're interested. Let me see what's going. But you got everything that you need because you don't want to leave it in the car, or you biked here or something, right? Because you're an active guy. You live in an active lifestyle. Do you remember? There was one intro for an Air video I did. It was all this like rollerblading and active lifestyle, the Air Active collection. If I can find that, I'll put that here. I'll put a link to that here. Actually, in the description. I know I did it on Instagram. All right, now this SLING. One of the things I like about this is it's a good amount of dimension in here. It feels good, and the way that these straps are designed is as it's put against your body, it compresses it a bit, depending on how tight you want it. I don't put it too tight because I actually like to be able to open it up and rifle through it and have my big chunky stuff right in here. Zipper on the back, nice to segment stuff. Sometimes when I've carried this as my daily carry, the battery goes right in here, and I never think about it. It's not in the way at all. Some like keep stuff segmented, keep stuff out of the way. I threw my keys in here. There is a key clip. There's a key clip on all these backpacks in their always need you, never want to see you compartment, by the way. I didn't show that off because I don't tend to use that. Kind of, you know, I don't know. What, do you use those? There's a debate on the channel in the comments. Key clip or no key clip. And you find very spirited people who are like, I'm no key clip, and other people who are like, I would die without my key clip. So this is one of the best things about how you carry your life around with you. the peace of mind that comes from being able to click your keys into this and you know you're not gonna lose them. Then you can segment stuff away, so you've got your main compartment and like little things thrown up against the edges here, and another zippered in here, and then another open sort of, I don't know, throw your, like, I don't know, what do you put in here? What do you put in there? It's like boarding pass size, but you'd have to fold the boarding pass probably, because getting up through these zippers is not ideal for the, but it's like my boarding pass is on my phone. My phone could probably easily go in there, but I tend to just throw that. That's the thing I'm most accessing. I always put it in here, but I'm most accessing it compared to anything else that's in here. And then you've got this nice thing where this has clips on both sides, okay? So you can choose which one you want to unclip from. Nice, simple little cable without any dangle, right? And then you've got this cool little ribbony Air logo, super simple. Stylish. I always wear it as a hip pack. I know they're like kind of designed for slinging it up, which means I gotta expand it. You always unclip your sling. You know this, right? You unclip it so you don't have to go like sliding into it. And then you just got this guy, right? It's like, hey, what's up? Yeah, oh yeah, let me get my Ryko GR3 street photo, bang bang. To that point, here's my Fuji X100F, which I have used to carry this. And when I carry with this, I like to try to take these straps off, but they always take too much time. Normally I'm used to carrying this just with the rope like around my neck, and there's no way to take it off, so you have to do this thing. But once it's on, you're like this. It's nice when you pull this off and you're just living with just the camera inside of something like this, which, by the way, this whole aesthetic of this dope looking camera with this black bag, it feels perfect. How many of you are like, you got the Ryko, or you got a Fuji, or you got a little camera that you put in your sling? Curious about that. Okay, so we got the sling, the pouch, the CityPack 2.0, and then the CityPack Pro 2.0. What's your one? What kind of guy are you? The one thing I like about this is my laptop and all my gear is in the same compartment. So that's kind of nice. I'm opening one zipper. It's a little more compact. If I'm really rucking around and like living my life out of a bag, I would go for the Pro personally. Slightly more space, a little more extensible in terms of how I can organize it. They're both extremely organized. This is kind of a nice little on-table thing. And the sling, obviously, very much like this is the look. This has a look, right? This just has like this like, whoa, water sealed butt crack, right? It's like, it's slick, it's cool. You're like, what are you doing? You're like, you're wearing a black t-shirt. You're probably going to the gym a little bit. Let's see a little bit of bicep action, right? You know, this feels pretty good. Okay, let's do a little ramble real quick. If you don't know, at the end of my videos, sometimes I just pull up my notebook and read okay, this is interesting. Soccer pre-piano with Etney, my daughter. Sometimes good stuff just happens. Receive the nourishment. One of the most interesting life upgrades I've had in the last, I don't know, year is this daily reminder that I set on my phone. It reminds me every day at 11 to receive the nourishment. Being reminded to do that, I'm driving the car, I'm coming home from dropping off the kids, or I'm editing a video, or I'm setting up to do a video. And then it's like, okay, there's this little flush of like, okay, what am I doing? Be grateful for it. I'm glad for it. Oh, this is nice. I'm glad that I get to make this video. I'm glad that I get to drop my kids off at a school that they like to go to. I'm glad there's a little bit of that frequency. And already that feeling of appreciation is a little easier to access. So don't be afraid to just set a reminder for yourself to receive the nourishment, or whatever phrase triggers that for you, where it's like, hey, it's pretty great, huh? Or it's like, do you like this, question mark? Is this going well? Because what I notice is that I tend to optimize and over-index on what isn't going well, because I'm an optimizer. I like to make things better and better and better and better and better, right? That's how I got to where I am in life, and like I'm doing okay, but it can be such a detriment. It can keep me from receiving anything good that's actually happening in my life. Good things can really be happening, and I'm unaware. People will look at my life and be like, wow, that's so amazing. Things are so good for you. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Right? I'm like not present with what's really up. Because the mindset determines so much of what it's like to be alive. So for me, that little notification, receive the nourishment, and I pause for a second. This is good. I get to talk to people on camera for a living. I'm alone in my whole house, let alone my studio, talking to a camera. This is something that I'm good at. Like, I can do this for long. I'm grateful for that. I'm glad I get to do this for a living. My daughter's doing piano lessons. We get there right after school and we have like 15 minutes to kill, and there was this little soccer ball in the field right there, so we started kicking the soccer ball around. I have wanted to be a better dad in that way, like sportsy kind of dad. I'm not a very sportsy guy with my kids, and I haven't had a lot of opportunities to do it because I've been pausing to receive the nourishment. And I noticed yesterday when I was kicking this ball around with her that I was like, I'm so glad that this is happening just naturally. And I didn't even have to make it happen. I didn't have to optimize my way into like, well, here's a goal that I have. And so I will set up my life circumstances in such a way that I will be playing soccer with my girl. I should, but I didn't. And I can kind of just go like, oh, wow, right on, man, far out. It happened because we're doing this other thing, piano, which I wanted to do as well. Because I've been receiving the nourishment, it was easier for me to have that little astonished moment of going like, oh my God, this is something I wrote in my journal a while ago, and now it's happening, and I didn't like muscle my way into it. Anyways, what's your thoughts on that? Holler in the comments. Shout out to Air for sending these products out. All the things that I'm saying here are mine. This is my take on this stuff. Air has been a killer bag company for a really long time, and they just like nailed this little like, hey, here's what we're gonna do. And they've been doing it. They haven't looked back, but they keep kind of iterating. And this is by far and away my favorite, most tasty iteration on these city packs. The zip pulls, the stretch mesh, perfect little like, it's like the kind of bag they're gonna show in bag school in the future. We're not gonna carrying anything in the future, you know? But in the future when they're like, this is like the ultimate half zip style bag was this. Like, here's everything that it needed to do. That's this City Pack 2.0. And the Pro with the clamshell. And the pouch with the like perfect little, just enough to stand up. And it's like tight, contained. And then the sling. That's just like stylish and super organized. All right, that's it. How you doing? Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Bye.